get more on this now with Milena Sterio. She's a professor of international law at Cleveland State University and joins us from Cleveland, Ohio. Milena, welcome. So as the world witnesses genocide after genocide, what we have learned is that there is no such thing as never again.
That is absolutely correct, unfortunately. The crime of genocide is considered to be one of the most important and serious crimes, and it involves the intentional murder or extermination of members of a national or ethnic or religious or racial group. It is one of the most horrific crimes, and I am shocked and sad to see acts that are similar to what we witnessed in Rwanda or in Bosnia occur again today in Ukraine.
So it's very easy to criticize the UN on its effectiveness. It's also very easy to see the importance of the UN. I mean, better to have a world body than not, right? But what is your assessment of its effectiveness right now, given all these prior events that the world has witnessed?
The one issue that the United Nations faces is that for any forceful action of the United Nations to occur, that action has to occur through this body called the Security Council. And as many might know, in the Security Council, Russia, which is a great power, has so-called veto power. So Russia can, by the stroke of a pen, veto any Security Council resolution. And so that really prevents the Security Council from acting, from ordering, for example, the use of force against Russia. Now, the United Nations can be effective in different ways. So, for example, the United Nations can act through the General Assembly, where the majority of states can pass a resolution and ask for things to happen. And then also the United Nations can act in different ways by supporting its member states, by issuing resolutions, by supporting, for example, regional organizations. So the United Nations can be effective, but faces serious limitations because of its structure, which has to do with Russia's veto power in the Security Council.
Okay, so accountability is generally what people look for after the world witnesses crimes happening. But what has the world learned, and what prevents war crimes?
Sure. So in order for accountability to happen, you need to have prosecutions of leaders. So in this case, that would involve prosecuting Putin, prosecuting some other Russian leaders in some court of law. For that to happen, you need to either resort to some type of an international tribunal, and we have seen that in the context of Rwanda, as you just mentioned, also the former Yugoslavia, Sierra Leone, Lebanon, to name a few places. Or you could have prosecutions in this global international court called the International Criminal Court at The Hague, or you could possibly have prosecutions in national courts of different countries if they have the ability to prosecute leaders on this principle of universal jurisdiction, which means that they can prosecute anyone and anywhere for one of these heinous crimes, such as genocide, crimes against humanity, or war crimes. For that to happen, though, you need resources, you need a political willingness to do so. And so, for example, right now, the International Criminal Court actually has jurisdiction over the situation in Ukraine, over war crimes and crimes against humanity. And we will see whether there is an effort to also, for example, create an ad hoc special international tribunal to complement the efforts of the International Criminal Court. We'll also see whether there are countries that are willing to step up and have their particular courts used under this principle of universal jurisdiction to prosecute Russian leaders.
Right, and in these international courts, we've seen successes, we've also seen failures, but what we do know, they take a very long time. All right, Milena, great to talk to you. Thanks so much.